see? I did that on purpose. Hi buddies, welcome back to the AmaZane channel. I'm Zane Reba, and today I'm gonna show you reasons why your voice might crack when you sing. So I hope this video will help you. Please subscribe and give this a thumbs up if it does. I'll leave the link in the description. My new 7-day singing course, which is out now. I put a lot into it. Each day has a certain concept and topic about singing. So if you don't know where to start with singing and you want to train your voice and develop it, this will help you train and learn more about your voice. It's available, it's out right now. So yeah, just because your voice cracks when you sing does not mean you're a bad singer or you can't sing, because my voice cracks. Everybody's voices crack, even the professionals. Sometimes it's not within our control at that moment. There's some things you can do to prevent it from cracking, but either way, it's a learning experience. Your vocal cords vibrate with each other. Your voice produces a sound, a frequency. If they didn't vibrate, it would just be air coming out. So, because your vocal cords open to let air out, but they open slightly when you try to talk and air comes out and it vibrates your vocal cords. At a certain speed, it produces a certain pitch. Wow, the more you know. I won't go too much into detail here, but again, check out my singing course. The faster you vibrate your vocal cords, the higher pitch and sound you will produce. The slower your vocal cords vibrate, the lower in pitch. How does this relate to your voice cracking? For male and females, when we're trying to hit a note that's way out of our vocal range, you'll notice your voice will crack a lot more, and you're like, why is this the reason? And what does it mean to be out of your range? It means you can't physically vibrate your vocal cords that fast to produce that high pitch. So that's why for some people, depending on your vocal range and vocal type, can't hit whistle notes because you are literally vibrating your vocal cords at almost 1,000 or more, actually, hertz. And hertz means the frequency. Again, the faster, the higher in frequency, the higher the number. Singing a certain note, for example, oh, this note, I think this is a C. It's a C4, so a C in the 4th octave. That note specifically is exactly 261.6 hertz per second, meaning your vocal cords open and close, that's how they vibrate, 262 times per second. I can't really sing notes in the 5th octave. And if we look at the chart, I'll put it up here. The G5, that's a tough note for me. Your vocal cords have to open and close 784 times in 1 second. That's tough. And if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to learn and correct myself. Obviously, in your head, you're not thinking, I'm gonna vibrate my voice 300 hertz right now. Like, you can't physically count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
You can control the muscles around it so that you can help it vibrate faster, slower to hit higher or lower notes.
One of the biggest reasons why your voice might crack when you sing is because you're not consistent in vibrating your voice at that rate. It's inconsistent. Like, for example, I'm just gonna try. You see? I did that on purpose. I didn't warm up either. That note is close to the end of my belting range unless I hit it in like a mixed register. It's like a 659.3 hertz per second. So my voice cracked because I couldn't consistently vibrate it at that pace. It was like fast or slow, fast. So that's that. So bam, wow. Maybe you already knew that. This tea is good though. If you didn't know that, please subscribe for more stuff. It makes everything else make more sense. We already know that when you're going through puberty, singing during that time, you're gonna obviously crack more because your vocal cords aren't consistent. Your vocal cords are becoming longer. Our voices kind of get deeper as we get older, and your larynx becoming wider, and especially from preteen to teen to young adult. That's the stages where your voice is changing the most. Men have deeper voices because their vocal cords are longer. You're going from a more high-pitched voice to a lower deep voice. So you can still keep singing, still learn to sing, even if your voice cracks a couple times. It's gonna set in. Women's vocal cords do actually stretch just a little bit. That's why as we get older, our voice isn't as high pitched like a little baby. You get dry. Now it makes sense, your vocal cords are dry, they're not lubricated. You probably are gonna have more trouble kind of like grinding next to each other and making inconsistent frequencies and vibrations. Acidic foods help dry out your voice. Avoid citrusy fruits because of the acid in it. And if you have a dry voice, try to balance it out with healthy things like tea or warm water. Another thing, I recorded like at 12 in the morning almost because everyone was asleep and it was quiet in the house for me to record. And when I sang, because my voice is getting tired and ready for bed, like my body and my muscles, you're getting in a more relaxed state. Your vocal cords are primarily muscles. They're resting. It sounds more groggy and like crackly if you don't warm it up. When I sang at nighttime, my voice cracked a lot. It was harder to control. My body was getting ready for bed, and so was my voice. Avoid shouting and talking so much because when you're talking, you're constantly like vibrating your vocal cords. That's why I have my tea here, because I'm talking so much and my voice sounds more dry and crackly. Knowing that they're muscles, your vocal cords need to be warmed up. Think about a personal trainer. They don't start lifting the heavy weights without warming up because you can damage your voice. Wait, what? They can damage their muscles. They can injure themselves. They warm it up. It makes sense to do vocal warm-ups, to do exercises, to warm up your voice before hitting notes way out of your range. You can smoothen those cracks, build momentum going up by increasing your range and training your voice every day, and also warming up your voice every day so that you can consistently improve and avoid cracks in your voice. Yeah, warm up your voice. It's only beneficial. Yes, it takes more time, and of course, if you really love to sing, you kind of want to skip that step and go straight into it, but you don't realize that doing vocal warm-ups and warming up your vocal cords will make singing much easier, much more fun, because your voice is more capable to do certain things and to move around with more ease. Rather than like gears that are so hard to shift, it's like putting lubricant and now it's shifting. What am I doing? Another reason why your voice cracks, probably more often, is fear. Fear of not hitting a certain note can cause you not to hit them. If you're scared and you kind of like back out and like giving it your all to hit that higher note, that's when your vocal cords don't vibrate consistently. Being nervous makes your vocal cords not vibrate consistently. My solution to that is just practicing under that pressure, under that fear. So the only way to learn is to actually conquer that. And I know it's easier said than done, but take steps towards that. That's the only way you'll get better at that and to avoid that. So it's okay if singing for people and you're nervous, if you crack it in your voice the first few times. Like the more you do it, you're not gonna crack in your voice. That fear kind of makes you hold back and not give it your all. And when you do that, you're not gonna commit to the note. It's gonna sound off. So I'm gonna show you an example. It's embarrassing, but it's weird. I was singing in a classroom and I was alone. Next to the classroom I'm in, there's other classrooms with already a class in there. So I knew the walls weren't too thick. I was kind of holding back, and the song that I was singing has like a high note where you kind of have to be louder. You have to put in more air and commit. I didn't commit, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't want to be too loud. Hold me like a more than just... Follow me on TikTok, by the way. It would be embarrassing if I messed up and I was loud. Or, I don't know, maybe I'm the person that doesn't like to get that attention on me if somebody came in. So I backed out and it sounded like that, and it was a learning experience. And now I know. So it's not that I couldn't hit that note. Hold me like a more than just a friend. It matters how... You can hear it's a little dry because I've been talking a lot. So me knowing that if I hold back, I'll crack, makes me push myself. Don't hold back, Zane, when you're about to hit this note, because you know what happens when you do. Yeah, I hope that made sense. It's good to be aware of why things are sounding the way it does so that you don't tear yourself down for things that sometimes you can't control. Please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe. 7-day singing course. This will help you train your agility in singing, so being able to sing, oh, riffs and runs, or like training your tone, just like your voice cracking, that's enhancing your tone of voice when you sing. Things like that, and also increasing your range so that the notes that you did crack before gets smoothened and you're able to hit those notes, and then you can scale even higher. I put a lot into that. It's available, it's out right now. Learn more about your voice. Check out the links in the description, and yeah, be amazing. I love you all so much.
Train your voice with the 7-day singing course. Link in the description.